Okay, back on this car again today. Just sort of started some wet sanding now. So I've left the car's sat here for a week now, since we painted it. You can see obviously that's basically the paint straight out of the gun. And I've just started on this front panel here on the wing. I'm going to try and do it one panel at a time because it's a bit of a daunting task. So we're starting with sort of 1000 grit and then working my way up to 2500. Just really taking off any of the orange peel and obviously any of the little defects, because obviously this is not an ideal spray shop. There's quite a lot of dirt and debris on the paint. So really I'm just seeing what I can do with sandpaper. I'm doing it with some soapy water. And just sanding it back until it's flat really, and then I'm going to try buffing it up. Okay, moving on to the bonnet now. So I've done this front wing. The camera doesn't really pick it up. It's actually shined up, I would say, pretty damn well, considering. So I'm just going to work on the bonnet now, starting up with the 1000 grit. Well, 1200 actually, I've run out of 1000. Centre section first, and then I'll do the two outside bits, and then we'll start buffing it. As you can see, that's all sanded down now. We could literally spend all day sanding this to get all the imperfections out, but I don't have all day. If I get up close, the camera's just not capable of picking it up, but there is, it's not perfect. But I think by the time it's buffed and polished, it's going to be good enough. Well, we're doing a bit of buffing it at the moment, trying to make this go sort of shiny. I 1500 gritted the whole thing, so now I'm going over it with the rotaries and G3. Sort of getting the swirls out, but it's not really getting rid of the sanding marks, so I'm not really sure what we're going to do at the moment, but I'll keep working on it. I would like to show you what Chris is doing, however, not sure that it's really appropriate.
Alfred's not good fucking...
Yeah, I know the crank... we were using these bikes last year going cycling, and Chris has had a bit of a crank bearing issue, and
she locked up on it?
It was got that bad. It was noisy for ages and it was a bit gritty, and then Chris was cycling along and she locked on it.
The worst thing I'd done was grease it.
Yeah, and now it's fucked, so he's just stripping that down. Wouldn't want to spend a fiver on a new bike. Yeah, still buffing. We've just worked this over with some compound now. You just watch me attempt to work it down. So just sort of washing off the crap again. I'm trying to wash it between everything I do here. And I'll have a look at it, and then I'll see about going in with some finer compound. Right, well, I've been a bit busy recently. I haven't been out the car too much. Although I got a bit annoyed, so we thought we'd leave it alone for a while. But having trouble trying to get sort of the swirl marks out of the paint. I say the swirl marks, the sanding marks more than anything. Seem to be leaving marks that we can't clear. I've been using all sorts of sort of random polishes and rubbing compounds and you name it. But it's all the kind of cheap crap. So I decided I'd go and buy some half decent products, so at least we're working with some decent stuff. So I've bought like the 3M. The main cutting compound, a sort of intermediate, and an ultra fine. The main thing I'm trying to do at the minute is just get rid of the main sanding marks. So just as a bit of a test really, I'm kind of using the bonnet now for testing, just because I'm kind of thinking the bonnet's going to end up either being burnt through or wrecked, and I can quite easily take the bonnet off and kind of paint that again when I do the bumpers and everything, rather than mess something up on the car and then have to repaint the whole car. So I've just sort of put it in half here. The left is what I've managed to do without sort of resanding. I've just literally quickly buffed it. This right hand side now is, I've just wet and dried it with 2500 grit to flat it back. So I'm now going to come in with the wall pad and the 3M fast cut and just see what we can bring that up like. Right, see what happens here. I've had loads of different people tell me different things, putting the compound onto the pad, onto the thing, on the car, but then I spoke to someone today and said it really makes no difference whatsoever how you put it on, as long as you end up with it on the car, spread it around, and the pad's clean, it shouldn't matter, so that's what we're going for. I'll just spread it around a bit on low speed. As you can see, it's going everywhere. But everyone's told me if you've not done a lot of this, you'll get it everywhere, so I'm not worrying too much about it. So I'm going to speed it up a bit now that I've spread it round. About 1200 RPM. On a wall pad, as you see, it's cutting because it's going green, so we know it's doing something.